Have you ever been lying in bed, staring at the ceiling, when suddenly your brain decides it's the perfect time to ponder the deepest, weirdest, and most random questions about life? You're not alone. Welcome to the club of late-night overthinkers. Tonight, we're diving into those thoughts that just hit different in the quiet hours after midnight. First up, the classic, do fish get thirsty? I mean, they're literally surrounded by water, but is it the right kind of water? It's like being in a swimming pool filled with soda. You wouldn't drink it, right? Saltwater fish have to actively drink water and process the salt out, while freshwater fish absorb water through their skin and gills. So, yes, in a way, they do manage their hydration, which is kind of like being thirsty. Mind blown. And what about time? We measure it, we chase it, we run out of it, but what even is it? Is it a straight line, or is it all happening at once? When you remember a memory, you're experiencing a moment from the past in the present. And when you plan for the future, you're creating a potential present in your mind. It feels like our brains are little time machines, constantly jumping back and forth. Maybe the past, present, and future aren't as separate as we think they are. Let's talk about embarrassment. You know, that one moment from middle school that still makes you cringe. The one you're probably thinking of right now. Chances are you are the only person on earth who remembers it. Everyone else is too busy worrying about their own embarrassing moments. We're all the main characters in our own movie, and everyone else is just an extra. So maybe we can give ourselves a break. That time you tripped up the stairs. Nobody remembers. I promise. Here's a fun one. If you try to fail and you succeed, which one did you actually do? You achieved your goal, which was to fail. So, did you succeed at failing, or did you fail to fail? It's a paradox that ties your brain in a knot, right? It's like the universe is just messing with us, showing us how slippery logic can be when you really look at it closely. After a while, it starts to sound like a weird collection of noises, doesn't it? Think of all the infinite possibilities, all the ancestors that had to meet, all the tiny moments in history that had to happen exactly as they did for you to be here right now, listening to this. For all we know, some of those stars we see might not even exist anymore. And if there are aliens on a planet 65 million light years away with a super powerful telescope, and they look at Earth, they might see dinosaurs roaming around. The universe is a time capsule, and we're just catching glimpses of different chapters. Now, let's bring it back to Earth. Think about trees. They're just standing there, silent witnesses to generations of human life. The oldest trees have been around for thousands of years. They've seen empires rise and fall. What if they had a way of recording history? What stories could they tell us? We walk past them every day, but they are ancient living beings that connect us to a past we can only read about. And what about dreams? You can live a whole other life in a dream, with complex plots, intense emotions, and people you've never met. And then you wake up, and it all fades away. But for those moments you were asleep, it was your reality. What if our waking life is just one of many dreams, and when we die, we just wake up somewhere else? It's a thought that can be either terrifying or incredibly comforting, depending on what kind of day you've had. Consider the fact that your brain named itself. The very organ that does the thinking came up with the word brain to describe itself. It's like a dog deciding to call itself a dog. Our consciousness is this strange loop of we are the universe experiencing itself, and our brain is the tool it uses to do so. We're made of stardust, and that stardust is trying to figure out what stardust is. Let's ponder language. Someone, somewhere, at some point, had to look at a tree and decide to call it a tree. They just made up a sound, and everyone else just went along with it. Every single word we use is the result of a massive, centuries-long agreement. And now we use these made-up sounds to express our deepest feelings, build civilizations, and question the nature of existence itself. It's the ultimate group project. And finally, the most human late-night thought of all, regret and hope. We lie there replaying our mistakes, thinking, what if I had done this differently? But in the very next breath, we start planning for tomorrow, dreaming of a better future. Tomorrow, I'll start fresh. We are constantly caught between the person we were and the person we hope to become. It's that tension, that constant striving, that makes us who we are. It's what gets us out of bed in the morning, even after a long night of staring at the ceiling. These late-night thoughts might seem random, but they connect us. They remind us that we're all just trying to make sense of this big, beautiful, confusing experience called life. So next time you find yourself awake at 3 a.m. pondering the universe, just know you're in good company. Thanks for joining me on this late-night journey. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more thoughts that hit different. Sweet dreams.